Alrighty then, good afternoon all you fantastic people. Silver Dragon here, coming at you with some more Distant Worlds 2. Gonna be continuing where we last left off, I think. Which is apparently an issue, because I checked the save file. I've loaded both of these saves, and for some reason they don't quite match up with what should have happened last time. Because I did load up the most recent autosave from what it seem to be, and we don't own that random world down here that we happen to acquire somehow. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why that save no longer exists, but here we are apparently. Now, I do have the first invasion fleet here, so I don't know if this is still the save from when we didn't use the troops. It's looking like that might be the case, so I guess we get to do this for a third time. At least now I know better than to try. Let's see, the first invasion. Yeah, we still have all of our boys back here, apparently. Also, for some reason, the background music is way too loud now. Let me lower that down a bit. There we go. Let's lower that right down. So, we're back to the point where we hadn't invaded this. Even though I could swear I bloody did that, but now we didn't, so I don't even know. Honestly, I just don't know. So I think what I'm gonna do. Where is the 10th fleet? The 10th fleet is there. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do is kind of do what I learned from the last time we tried this, in the sense that I'm not going to try and capture this with my troops. I'm going to try and capture this, because that seems like the smarter idea, because this we can actually capture. This one's going to be a lot more of a problem because we can't seem to do much of anything here. And actually, you know what, I should have done this before I started, but let me take a maybe I can load something up in the Galaxypedia or whatever the thing is, and it might give me a better idea of what I'm doing here for this. Let's see here. Combat, ground battles. Here we go. Invading troops should significantly outnumber the defenders. Prolonged battles can weaken invading troops. Even if they eventually win, the invasion will have taken its time to recuperate their readiness. Quickly overwhelming the defenders with irresistible force is the best strategy. Some troop types are better attacking than other. Armor and Titan troop units have stronger attack strength. You can monitor the progress of ground invasion by selecting the colony. The colony information will be displayed on the bottom left of the main view. So let's try this. We're going to experiment with this a little bit, because I don't understand necessarily how we get this to work. Like, if I click on this right now, I can see the current troops that we have here. So what do we have here for troops? They actually do have a significant ground force. And we can see that they get... The defense strength is 3,019. Question is, what is my attack strength? Okay, here we go. I'm not smart enough to look at this, because now I can see, yes, we are supposed to vastly outstrengthen the defending force, and we are actually inferior to the attacking force. No wonder we kept getting our ass kicked. So now the question is, how do I kill off their ground forces? Yeah, simultaneously. Piecemeal deployment of invasion forces will mean they get picked off individually by the defenders, greatly diluting their impact. Okay. How about let's go invasions. Take and hold territory for your opponent. Initiating invasion, enemy colony, select one of your troop carrying ships. or even the entire fleet, right-click on the colony and attack it. The fleet will check whether there are enough attacking troops location. The invasion will commence once enough troops on board transport have arrived at the location. But I don't see enough here that explains how do I siege the, like, how do I reduce their numbers? That's the one issue I'm finding here, is that it's not quite telling me the ways I can actually reduce the number of enemy combatants on the ground. Like, what's the point of a blockade? What's the point of a bombard? Now I'm very curious about this. Let's see here. The only thing I see is a Reddit post asking basically the same thing. What the hell does blockading even do? So let's go bombard then. Because I know bombarding is considered a very bad thing to do. Thus is my issue. I don't know what to do about this, and that's kind of a problem. Because, as I understand it, I need to reduce the ground forces. How do I reduce the ground forces? I can blockade the planet, but that's not going to do much of anything if I can't reduce the ground forces. I mean, literally all I can do is bombard the planet to reduce the garrison. I mean, we can try bombarding it, see if that reduces the garrison. This one, we don't know what troops they have, so I can go check that out. Honestly, I think the best bet is for me to just go conquer them. Where is there a gas plant here? No, stop. So that's not going to make a difference. They already burned through all their fuel here, too. So... that's going to be an issue. The only thing I can think to do is just bombard the planet. Send these guys back to refuel. You know, let's just stop for a moment. And let's just say have everybody bombard the planet. Let's just start with that. Have everyone just immediately go over here and bombard the planet. And let's see if this makes a dent in their forces. So right now, they have a strength of 3,174. Now again, we want to kill the defenders. We don't necessarily want to destroy the pops, because we want the pops. But we do need to take care of these defenders. So let's see if after a while of bombarding it... Declined. I like how Unknown Ancient Ruins is worth 700,000 of them. No, I don't care. Information on recreation systems. Good job. Sure, assign that. Okay. So this is reducing the garrison. Good. As much as I don't want it to reduce the population, we need to reduce the garrison. So the garrison is taking losses from this. Okay. So we want to get the garrison under, I would say, 500 defense strength. Once it's gotten to that point, we will invade. That's what we did last time as well, is what we sent the secondary fleet to go attack their new colony, and we actually captured it immediately there. So I'm hoping the same thing will happen again. Because that would make my life easier. But either way, we have to keep reducing the troop strength here. And then once it's low enough, we can begin an invasion. That's literally all we can do at this point. As much as bombarding is considered essentially making you a villain because you're literally laying waste to a people right now in order to take the defenders down. I suppose I could make a certain joke about, well, as much as that would be a very distasteful joke about current events, it kind of rings a little true in that regard about what I'm currently attempting to do here. And then their defense strength went back up again. There we go. We got the rest of the boys coming in here. Accepted that gift. Did we not accept them already into the fold? I thought we did. Ah, yes. No, these were different people. Since I'm trying to get these guys now as well, I'm going to... Wait, do we own Galmac? We don't. You're still independent because we just gave you stuff. Yes. So I'm going to create another world ship to send here eventually to take over that planet. Okay. Defense strength is slowly reducing. Our forces are bombarding. Yes, good. Keep it up. I'm going to speed things up here. Already being dealt with. Welcome to Prime. Freedom Prime Gamma 2, I think, was the security code last time. Code accepted. And then I gained some advanced tech. Okay. Right, let me also go on here. Temple of the Great Horned Rat. Let's go ahead and build... We'll build 10 more destroyers. How are we doing for here? We're going extended range tractor beams is the last thing we're doing. I want to also start getting enhanced bombardment. Yeah, that's the one. Let's go for enhanced bombardment. I believe we're getting accurate point defense just by via theft right now. Let's go ahead and get advanced assault tactics. Nuclear supercharging we want. Let's go ahead and get into enhanced shields. I like how we have improved interceptors even though that's a human-only tech. Attack fighters, bombers, let's add those on to the mix here. Layered armor as well. What do I want to add next? That's the question of the day. Let's get into, at that point, let's get into the open trade network and efficient transactions. Good enough. Right, resume. And sadly, I only have an hour today to really dive into this as well. Nice, we got our new spy. Right, what are my spies doing currently? Let's give it a shot. Alright. How's the strength now? Still roughly remaining around the same. Excavate the outpost. Ancient terraforming device. So there is a terraforming device on the planet, so if I were to build a colony there... New tech completed by the Epic of the Betrayal. Basic diplomacy and culture and customs is what we got for that. And I think that also gives us a bonus as well for having that. It's in somewhere in here. Artifacts, I think. Yep, the Epic of Betrayal. Must be at a colony to apply its bonuses. It gives diplomacy, counter-espionage, but reduces happiness. That's unfortunate, but hey. Speaking of which, I better monitor colony happiness here. Let's see. Whoops. Yeah, go ahead and take them out. Don't know why you boys are out here in the middle of nowhere doing random shit, but I guess it's fine. I really should get the jamming set up here as well. No thank you. Don't need that. Lovely, we found a new alliance of humans. How are we doing here? Interesting. Critical research breakthrough. Sure. 1 second here. 12th Invasion Fleet. $442. No. Sure. Don't care. Fantastic. A new admiral, lovely. Right, I'll wait for them to move here, and then I'll send them to do it. You know what, just do it, because you're going to keep pestering me about it. I thought I told them to attack this planet. Apparently they didn't want to do that. Because they only have 93 defenders here, which I'm hoping equates to something that this fleet can deal with. Offered. Recreation systems research complete. From the Solonet, I'm going to send you back there. Steel research, accurate point defense, assigned mission, done. Okay, where's the 12th Invasion Fleet? They're getting there. Enhanced bombardment research is done. Early pulse weapons from the Xenox Empire. Abandoned base acquired. Very nice. So you are attacking, or, well, not attacking, but stealing from the Xenox. Please continue to do so. Let's take area weapons, I guess. Do I want to go for area weapons? No, let's go. Defense bases is too much for him to do. Improved missiles, same thing. Improved defense tactics. Sure, let's go for that. That sounds swell. Sure. How's the bombing going? They're still at 2,000 strength. There we go. Let some of my boys here run wild to deal with that. Bunch of items were encountered. New destroyers were complete. Okay. God, you guys are slow. Constant beam weapons from the Dark Sun Corsairs. Okay. Please continue with that. Dear Lord, they are taking forever. Independent colony of Mortallons. Fantastic. Decline that. Offer them the gift. I don't care about the Gravelixes. Go ahead and assign the build mission. Okay, let me check up all these new destroyers here, because I need to get them assigned to a new fleet and get them over there to continue the bombardment. Unless they were automatically put into a new fleet already. Which is beginning to look like they were. No, these are escorts. These are not the destroyers. Let's see. The 9th Fleet, 10th Fleet. Where's the 8th Fleet? There you are. No, that's not quite it. There we go. We'll do that. Got the 13th Fleet. Where's the 10th Fleet at now? Oh yeah, they're attacking a mining station apparently. Okay. Not sure what the other destroyers got sent to, but doesn't particularly matter. Constant beams are done. Ah, I see. So I guess I didn't need to do that then. I'm just going to leave my spies, I think, to do what they want for now. I'll order them manually again later if I have to. Alright, let's attack, because they don't seem to have any defenders here yet, so we're going to just straight up go down there and take it. They have a defense strength of 1. Unknown ancient ruins for 23,000? Sure. Sure. The ground battle begins. We overwhelmed them with ease. So we've conquered this colony, and that's how that works, apparently. Okay. Now, they are immediately going to attempt to rebel, but that rebellion will be put down because there's not enough of them to really fight me on that. But soon they will learn to enjoy and love the Empire for what it is. Or they'll die. You know, either way. Okay, how goes the Battle of the Homeworld? We've brought their strength down to about 1,300. Still not enough that we want to invade, because we want to bring it down to minimum 500. I think it was minimum 500, because our first invasion fleet has a strength of 2,400. We want to make sure that we are at least double, I would say. Yep, colony's rebelling. Let's see how the rebellion's going for them. Not so well. I'm going to decline them for once. Okay, now, back to what we were doing here. The rebellion was crushed. Good job, everybody. Hell no. They are not getting a non-aggression pact. Let me make sure my... Oh, they're not doing good. I'm going to immediately build a planetary admin center there to help convert them over. Dismiss. Accurate point weapons. Mission complete. Okay, how goes the bombardment? They are down to 1,000. Still waiting on them to bring it down a bit more. Once they bring it down a bit more than that, we will start to kind of... screw it. Go right ahead and do it. Okay. Now, the 12th Invasion Fleet. And that's about all that I want to transfer out, because if I transfer any more than that, they're going to rebel and succeed at doing so. So, 12th Invasion Fleet. Let's go ahead and refuel here. Agent avoided detection. Improved defense tactics. Lovely. I don't really care. Tsunami at Yagdal 3. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay. You guys. How far can you go now? Yeah, you're the one I need to freaking actually refuel, my friend. You know what? 12th Invasion Fleet. How far can you go? Not far. I see. They're fighting him right now. Oh, how's the rebellion going here? Not good for them. Declined. Okay. Well, I have no choice but to keep them here for now until we get fuel. As much as I wanted to try and get them to carry on to the next planet, it's not going to happen now. Okay. Build a fuel barge? Sure, go ahead. Nice. We have a new general. Rebellion crushed. Build ships. Sure. We're gonna build a couple more of those. It might be worth taking the risk now, because we have them low enough that we should be able to take the planet. But I would like to lower that down to 500 before I really jump in. Oh god, it's now again, it's overwhelmingly loud again. Let me just lower that all the way down here, because seriously, the explosions are a bit much there on my mixer, so it seems. Okay. There we go. That should be enough. Let's maybe give it a little bit more just to be damn sure that this is going to succeed in one go. The leader has been killed. Okay. First invasion fleet. Well, first things first. Where can I do the... Okay, I want you to blockade Aphan's Horde, blockade 8th Fleet, blockade stop bombarding the planet, 9th Fleet, blockade. Okay, first invasion fleet, when I find you again. Okay. First invasion fleet, attack. Ancient Teekan outpost. Ooh, perfect. In a rocky desert world of Wigu 1 in the Wigu system. Hope to find some evidence of the lost Teekan refuge. The most certain something else. There's a Teekan outpost on... Or what the hell? Teekan and outpost on the service. That's weird. We detect automated defenses. In all likelihood, they were intended to protect the Teekans from enemies during the Shocktary War. Scarring on the exterior of the station indicated the station had been seen battle in the distant past. Perhaps that is why it is now hostile to all who approach. Let's go with the direct military assault. Taking heavy fire from base automated defenses, our crafty Teekan soldiers are able to get close enough to the perimeter to plant explosives and damage one of the weapons batteries. Enable the ground troops to advance, enter the base to disable the defensive systems. Once they gain access, it is only a matter of accessing the base's databanks, which are much decayed but in better condition than we had hoped. Reviewed accounts of the great Teekan migration traversing the galaxy as they tried to stay ahead of the Shocktary invaders. Entire worlds, entire species fell before the might of this brutal hive mind. Oh god, it is the hive mind. Teekans attempted to stay ahead of the Shocktary advance, abandoning the Teekan homeworld. They sustained themselves with salvage, which they repurposed, recycled, or sold as best to suit their needs. The debris fields surrounding this world seem to be remnants of a massive Teekan salvage operation. We now know why the station was attacked long ago. Much like today, ancient Teekans preferred to remain neutral, to trade with all customers, but much of the salvage here is of Mortalan origin. Ancient Teekans were reluctant to take Mortalan salvage, not wanting to worsen relationships with an already hostile empire. It seems that resources became scarce when various insectoid species suddenly refused to trade or even communicate. They had no choice but to take what they could find. To make up for the shortfall, the records suggest the Mortalans responded to Teekan salvaging Rex by assaulting the space. Ancestors attempted to negotiate with them, but the outcome is not recorded here. 2 more locations, unlikely to be the Great Teekan Refuge, but perhaps something else will provide clues we seek. We have found technology has advanced our understanding of marsh colonization, large troop transports, very nice. Cool. Alright, let's see how this is going here. So now it's 2,000 some versus 800. We're 3,000 some. We're winning out here now. We're winning out. We're winning out, baby. We're getting their homeworld. Give me that homeworld. Come on, give me that homeworld, boys. Give me that homeworld. Give me your homeworld. Colony conquered. The colony is now rebelling, and the rebellion will be crushed. Okay. Let us build a planetary admin center here. Now I'm immediately going to add in 4 defensive units here once this initial rebellion has been annihilated. We will move on and basically take out their last colony. Okay, first up, let's go with the first invasion fleet. Refuel here. And then we should only really need the Denzin. Denzin's raiders don't want to take the 9th fleet. The 9th fleet is a bit stronger. Let's go ahead and refuel the 9th fleet here. Okay, so they're all nice and refueled. The first invasion fleet still need to refuel. Investigate the outrageous profit. Bandit colony ship. Take me to it. Okay. That actually has Actarians, which is good, because then we'll be able to take that eventually once we acquire it. But anyway, back to the first invasion fleet. They are fueling up, which is good. We have put down the rebellion on this colony. Okay. Now. I want to transfer a lot of these hive minds. I don't want to take all of these away because, again, this is the home world. We need to keep this down pat. But that should hopefully be enough of the... so I go to the fleet now. The first invasion fleet. We should now have a combat strength of 598, which should prove more than sufficient to deal with any issues at their last colony. And with that, the Actarians are basically wiped out. Difficult, very damn difficult, but we did it. For the glory of the Great Horde One. But at least now I have a much better understanding of how sieging a planet functions in its execution, per se. Offer the gift. Critical research breakthrough. Fantastic. I do love my critical research breakthroughs. They're attacking a mining station. Good for them. Doesn't really matter, because I'm going to be wiping them out here shortly. Okay. No. Refuel. And do it now, damn it. You contain part of the fleet. Abandoned ship encountered. Heavily damaged. And we just acquired it. Fantastic. I mean, if the 15th Invasion Fleet's already ready to go, then send them. Effing send them. We'll see which one gets there first. Because again, the biggest issue is that this guy does not want to freaking refuel his ass. I swear to God, is there a freaking refueling barge in this fleet? Ironically enough, the fuel tanker is out of fuel. Oh nice, the Dark Sun Corsairs have been wiped out. We'll see which one of us gets there first. Sure, go right ahead. Sure, go ahead. Okay. How are my other planets doing? Happis and Yagdal are not doing great, which is kind of to be expected considering we can start to tax these guys a little bit more. Since they are very happy or exceptionally happy right now. There we go. Now you're freaking fueling up, you piece of crap. Okay. Now, first invasion fleet. Alright, let's go, boys. Move here now. Huh, that doesn't matter. It's like, congratulations, you managed to board and capture one of my mining stations. What will I do? Oh no. If only I didn't automatically acquire every single one of your mining stations once I wipe out your empire. I might be slightly concerned. But yes, all I literally have to do now is send this ship, this fleet here, capture this planet real quick, and then there you go. I basically capitulate the Empire at that point. So, first fleet, haul ass. Oh, the 15th fleet is beating them. Yeah, it looks like the 15th fleet is actually going to beat them. Well, shit. In that case, go ahead and refuel repair, boys. Actually, retrofit to the latest designs while you're at it. And actually, while I'm at it as well, let's go to Happus 4 here. Man, we are really losing a lot of income right now because the corruption is so high. But that's to be expected. We did forcefully take their planet from them. So I'm not exactly like, how could this possibly be happening? Yeah, no, it's very obvious how this is happening. Keep up the good work, boys. Yeah, no, we definitely need to build a lot more fuel tankers. And a lot of these ships that have been running actually need to go get themselves retrofitted into the newest designs. Oh, nice. Nuclear supercharging research completed. I think that was probably due to one of our thieves. A critical research breakthrough on the ablative energy shielding. You want to end the war. I mean, you do want to give me a lot of stuff for it, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline. Unfortunately, you dared soil the center of the universe, which is the territory of the Great Horde One. Therefore, you must be destroyed. Dear Lord, that spam. You know, I'm just going to let that all kind of go away by itself. I'm going to decline that for now. Okay, the fleet's here. Oh, some independents are actually attacking here. I'm actually not going to invade just yet because they're currently fighting each other. Alright. Go ahead and attack. Let's wipe out all of them. Colony conquered. Well, that should be GG for them. The Acdarian technocracy leader was killed. We have a new general from Colony Conquest. Okay. Now. They are going to rebel, obviously. That's always what they do. Let's go ahead and build the Planetary Governance Center. Okay. Happus 4 is slowly getting to a point where it's equalizing out a little bit. At least for its unhappiness. But we'll see how that goes. Interesting, though. Where the hell do they even have any? I think it's because it takes a little bit of time for the game. Excuse me. Goddamn voice cracks. Anyway, I'm dying. It takes a bit of time for it to kick in, I think. Oh, well, they apparently have a new leader, so apparently they still have something going on. So, where's my spies? Okay, we're going to assign him to steal their map in 1 month to figure out where the heck they are. Nice. Because I'm pretty sure they should be wiped out. Their faction should be gone now. But we'll find out. Yes, go ahead to send the fleet in to deal with that. Oh, I see. They have the 4th Invasion Force. I think maybe that's what's keeping them alive. In that case... I'm sending my fleet in here to deal with this 4th Invasion Force. Unfortunate. Sure. A territory map of the Ekdarian Technocracy. Okay. So, where are they exactly? As far as I can tell, they don't exist anymore. Hmm. Let's see. Incite revolution where? No known targets. They have no colonies. They literally have no colonies left. I'm just gonna assign a bunch of assassination missions. Oh no, he's already assassinating that one. Never mind. Assassing apparently. Wait, did I click? 1 second. There we go. I'm very confused why this war isn't over yet, but okay. Let's see. Operations. So we stole their operations map. So literally the only thing keeping these guys alive at this point is the 9th invasion fleet. Or the 4th invasion fleet, I should say. And the 3rd fleet as well. Oops. I did not want that to happen. Yeah, I'm very questioning as to why this war is still going on. I guess because maybe it thinks there's a possibility that they could still make a comeback in some fashion, even though that's pretty much impossible. You know what? Go right ahead. I'm very confused why, though, because I've fought empires before, I've wiped out empires before, and yet it doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that I've basically won. Great, we found a bunch more ships. Sure, send them a lovely gift of 41,000 credits. Wow, we found a lot of abandoned ships. Where is that Mortalin after all? Or again, I should say. Oh, is he really all the way over there? Yes, welcome, Amnan. Welcome to the shenanigans. Maybe because these guys are still tempted to rebel. I don't understand though why they haven't completely given up, because they have no colonies, but I'm just gonna roll with it for now. And kind of deal with the war weariness as much as I can. Yes, go ahead and offer that. Okay. So in that case, what can I do to help me boost this up? We're gonna tweak our funding levels again. We're going to put 100% of that funding level towards that. I'm even going to lower the reserve down a bit. Actually, I'm going to lower the reserve down a lot so we can tweak our colony growth up a lot. So that will hopefully help to ease these new guys into our empire. Sure. You know what? I'm going to try something here. 1 second. Let's save. Let's see what happens if I just say, sure, I'll accept your treaty. They still somehow exist, even though they shouldn't exist. Okay. Okay, let's go to Happus. I want to build a small spaceport there. Let's go ahead and build 8 destroyers. Over at, let's click on that manually, I suppose. We can't build anything there right now. Yes, and I also have to tweak certain things here as well. Populations, accept them, do not accept. What do we have here currently? Only Actarians there at the moment. Good. No. Okay. That's that colony dealt with. Now for you, same thing. What do you have right now? You have Actarians and you. I am fine with that. Okay, now finally, Happus 4. What do we got in Happus 4 right now? It's all Actarian all the time. Fantastic. There we go. So pop caps have been dealt with. Inhabitants are actually fairly happy. Considering that's a home world, we should be able to get a lot of money from them. Eventually. But as I said, right now, we're basically pumping a lot of our funds into the colonies themselves to raise their development up so that they can hopefully be nice and happy. Like these guys right here are already plus 24 in happiness, and once their colony development kicks up a little bit, I'll be able to... Actually, I can even just start taxing them a little bit now. They're still plus 8. These guys are still pissy, but that doesn't really matter too much. Because eventually they will learn to welcome their new masters. Dark Innovators up to plus 30. I can start tweaking all the... Happus 4 is like their home world, and it's at plus 30 right now. Obviously, we're losing like a shit ton of funds because of corruption, but still, you know. The funny thing is, the more I tax, the more money goes to the other colonies via my allocation of funds. And thus the happier they will be. Sure, go ahead. And the more money I have, the better off we'll be. Okay. Overall happiness is looking good. Beautiful. And once I deal with the... Because the taxes are still low. We're only at 8% for taxes right now. Ah, yes, we finally established that forest colony that I've been waiting on for forever. Fantastic. They actually finally made it, those damn humans. Okay. For now, I'm going to say only humans should be here. Looks like only humans are there right now, so that's good. Let's go with only humans for the moment. Beautiful. Feel free to do all those lovely breeding things you do. Sure, let's go ahead and also build the Planetary Admin Center immediately. Speaking of which, once all the other bits and bobs are done... I'd like to get up to sector governance, but I require a certain amount of tech to do that. And I can't get the next research lab, unfortunately. Which is actually kind of aggravating. Nice. Sure, military refueling, why not? Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. I find it funny, too, that these guys decided to declare war on me. Some of my ships are already going over there to deal with them. And actually... Yeah, these are the ones going over there. And they're only frigates, too. Okay, let me look at something here quickly. Let's assign you to the 9th Fleet. Actually, I meant to assign you to the 13th Fleet. I'll have to find another ship for that. Okay. Yeah, let's remove you from the fleet apparently. Join you to the 13th Fleet. We should have one closer up here. There we go. Let's join you. You're joined to the 9th Fleet. There we go. And honestly, we're just going to create a whole bunch more, regardless. Because we do need a bunch. So I'll build 10 more fuel tankers to really help supply my empire with proper fuel. God, the humans are getting really excessive here with their expanding everywhere. We're going to have to deal with them soon. Send Surly, eh? Let me take a look at Surly. Sure, do it. Outrageous profits! Okay, let's see. What do I have for water worlds here? How's this one? Oh, that is very good. Oh, yes. Outrageous profits. Please come colonize this world. This is a very, very good world for you to colonize with that. Okay. We have a powerful arachnid race as well. Also, it looks like... Ooh, it's already 4 o'clock. I don't have much time left for today. They like desert, savanna, rocky desert, and sandy desert. Okay. Well, this one's 33, so how are they for that? Doesn't really say. Desert savanna would be best, it seems. Sure. Okay. Not sure if we have any desert savannas around. And I don't think these guys count as like a actual... They count as like a sub-race, so I don't know... what kind of difference that would make. There we go, Drylet. So it's minus 14 for there. Okay, what can we do here? Yeah, minus 15 or minus 2. So generally speaking, we don't have anywhere for these guys to land and make a home, which is most unfortunate, but whatever. We'll kind of get through that. So as it stands, a couple of our ships are invading. I'll probably send a couple of fleets to the left kind of area here to start sending a couple ships to invade these guys. I'll let them automate that to a point, but so far we've basically accomplished what I wanted to, except that for whatever reason the freaking Actorians refused to capitulate completely, which is annoying because I could have gotten all this space and all of their stations as my own, but they just refused to do it. Maybe if I held out for longer, because I think what the issue was, as long as they have an invasion fleet, something capable of taking a planet, they will not surrender, even if you've taken all their colonies. So you have to wipe out all of their invasion-capable fleets, I think is what the issue was. But, maybe I'll try and test it around and redo that again next time. But either way, let's call that there for now. Unfortunately, I have to run. Let's actually save this time. Let's actually save a second time. Actually, no, I just want to make sure it didn't freaking do it. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. Now it's a matter of pumping the economy, making sure that everybody's happy. Let's reduce the tax rate there a little bit. Yeah, make sure everyone's happy. Get these guys kind of fixed with their hatred. So we got to basically lower corruption. So we got to get their population size up. We have to we have to assimilate the various population. So we can see they're assimilated 0%. The main homeworld, where's the main homeworld? Hapis 4 is the main homeworld. The assimilation for these guys is at 43%. So once they're fully assimilated into the Empire, once we've started reducing that corruption, especially for this homeworld, suddenly the amount of money that we have is just going to explode. And with that, I'm going to start pumping that from colony development into research development. Start working on a lot of like important economy and other like weapon-based techs. Especially like shipbuilding-based tech, so I can start getting cruisers and carriers and all that jazz. And then we're just going to start pumping out like a whole bunch of fleets, position them over here, and just straight up go to war with the human empire. That is going to be our next major... This right now, I consider this a minor war. Our ships are going to kind of go in there. They're going to invade. They're going to blow up a bunch of their stations, and we're going to win. This is going to be the next major war, and this is what's going to basically decide who owns the center of the galaxy. The human federation that they got going on here, the little happiness federation, or the lovely Teekan Imperium rat swarm. Blessed by the great Hornwand. But anyway, I digress. Till next time, thank you very much for watching. Have a great one, and thanks for stopping by, man. Till then.